Guys, let's go over this app real quick because in my opinion, they knocked this out of the park. I absolutely love their app. Is probably one of my favorite things about this entire setup. So that's what it looks like. If you go to your app store, that's what you're going to be looking for. When you click on it the first time, you're going to have to either log in or create an account. I had to, basically all I did was I had an option where it says sign in with Apple ID. That's all I did. I clicked on that link. I signed in with my Apple ID. It actually used my Face ID, and that brought me directly to this screen. And my control box was already showing up. It was seamless. It literally took 15 seconds and I was up and running. Okay, so this is just a little overview of the app itself. Down here, if you click on these buttons, you can shop their other products. This is your account information right there. But over here to the far left, that Bluetooth symbol, this is going to be your main screen. If your control box doesn't show up, you could come up here and click manual search. And then I'll show you real quick. If you click on manual search, just find your rock lights, whatever. If you're using the C3s, it's up there. If you're not, just find the rock lights you're using, and that's how you can connect and pair. Okay, so once you're paired up like this, let me show you what you got to do to actually control the lights, and then I'll give you a quick overview of everything you can do, because again, I think they knocked this app out of the park. It's totally customizable, and I absolutely love it. All right, to control your lights from your phone, basically all I've done is I turned my switch on my rough country switch panel, that rock light switch, I turned that on. Now we just have to come here and turn that on, and you can see the lights are already going. So now to control or change them, we're going to click on the light itself. This brings you to this is your main screen as far as changing options. So this thing is awesome. You have a color wheel right here. So let's just say we want to turn them yellow. You can drag that wheel. I don't know if you could see, I'm sure you could see the lights behind me here. Behind the phone, how they're changing color. So you can do that, drag them wherever you want them. Down here, these, you can save up to 6 presets. So this one, I just put, like this one I just made blue. If I click on that, it'll turn them blue, keep them blue, a nice steady color. Okay, no jumping around or anything like that. Red is another one of my favorite colors, so I just did that. Now, I don't know if you saw how it says long click, like see how it says long click right there when you first push it? If you long click, that brings you into where you can change colors or settings or whatever. So I'm going to come back in here in a second, but I just wanted to show you why it said that long click there. So now these other options here, this is, if you click on that, you can see what the lights are doing, okay? And again, you can go in here and change this. You can change the speed, the colors that it's cycling through. You can change, they're literally just completely customizable. This option here, you can see, it's a much faster flashing. Okay, so let's go in here and select a preset. So to add a new preset, I'll show you how to do it. Oh, actually, before I do that, so when you're in, again, right now we're on this setting, or that setting right there. These bars up here, the middle bar is your light. So if you want to dim them down, you could dim them down. You can see how they just got really dim. I don't even know if they're going to show up on camera. Anywhere in between, it's a slider, so you have complete control. The top bar, that's how fast it's going to switch in between colors. So if you want it to flash blue longer and then it go yellow longer, that's what that top bar is. If you want it to go between the colors really fast, you bring the bar all the way up, you'll see it's going really quick through the colors. Okay, the bottom bar right here where you see a little lightning bolt, that is, you can see how fast they're flashing now. Okay, so let me slow it down so you can see how it's slowing down the flashing. If you bring that bottom bar up towards, they start flashing a lot faster. Okay, so it's just again, it's just completely customizable. It's awesome. I got to give them a lot of credit here. All right, let me show you how to do a preset real quick, and we will wrap this video up. Okay, to do a preset, it's very easy. You can see we have 2 empty spaces down here, so let's just click on this one real quick. It'll bring you into this screen here. Now, you can set this up however you want. So let's just say we want to do a combination of yellow. We'll click OK, green, OK, and red. Okay, so you can see down here it has yellow, green, and red. So now if we click the check mark, you can see that middle bar, or I'm sorry, this middle setting or preset down here is yellow, green, red. So it's going to cycle. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. It's going to cycle between the yellow, green, and red. And again, you can change the flashing speed. You can do whatever you want to do. You can add as many colors as you want in here. So if we long click on here, we could add aqua to the mix. We could add, if you click on black, that's where it'll just go dark. So if we add, you can see the black right there. So now if we get out of here, you'll see after the aqua, it's going to go, it'll just shut them off for that part of the cycle. I'll show you real quick. So there's the red, there's the aqua, and then they're going to go dark. Okay. And then they'll go back to the yellow and just start cycling through. Okay. And again, you have the same 3 bars. You could change the speed, all that good stuff. So if you're ever sick of one of these or you want to delete it, all you have to do is long press on it. It'll bring it back in here. Just click reset, check mark, and now you can see we have that blank space back. Now we can go in there and do whatever we want. All right. So again, I can't give them enough credit with this app. It's absolutely, it's super easy to use, super user friendly. As I mentioned, it took me 15 seconds to actually connect to everything. And once you're in here, I mean, I haven't even scratched the surface of what I want to do with these like different presets. I'm going to keep blue and red over here because they're probably the 2 colors that I'll run the most. And then I'll probably actually add a white if I'm off-roading and I want to use white underneath the truck. I'll probably use a 3rd one for just straight white. So actually, I'm actually going to do that right now. So if we just go in here, white, okay, check mark. So now we have white here. And I'm going to turn the flashing off for that. So now you can see we have just a white setting if we're off-roading and we just want some light under the truck. But all right, so that's just a kind of a, you know, a little bit of an overview. This light bulb up here, if you hit that, it'll turn your lights off for you. All right. So just an overview of the app. Feel free to go in here, mess around, create whatever you want to create. One other thing I'll show you when you're in there, if you click on a reversal, that button right there, basically it's just going to do the sequence in reverse. Okay, that's all that really means. And then over here, this button, this is the gradient button. So you can see what that does. Instead of, it almost kind of like fades in between the colors. So if you're in normal mode, you see how it just goes red to green to blue to yellow, you know, and so on. If you do that, it kind of like, it's more of like a fade in between to the colors. All right. So there's just an overview of the app, guys. Hope that helps you out. Again, this app is probably my favorite part of their rock lights. I really think they did an awesome job with the settings and how easy it is for people to use and set